Hey y'all, hey, welcome back. Welcome, because more than likely you've never been here before. So if it's your first time, welcome. It's 12:45, about to go to bed. Definitely should have recorded this earlier, but I decided to treat myself to a little Instagram time after coming in second place at a competition that I was in today. So be it. That being said, I'm oscillating between complaining about some shenanigans or being grateful for some shenanigans. Let's start with the gratitude and see how long that takes me. One, I really appreciate supportive friends, right? Like, people want friends so bad. I used to pray so bad for friends. And now I have friends who are incredibly supportive, incredibly kind, incredibly thoughtful, who really are rooting for me and want the best for me and go out of their way to make sure that I'm good. And even if they can't be there for me, send their love, their warm wishes. And that feels great. Part one. Part two, I also want to appreciate people who like really invest in their craft. It takes a lot to do well at anything, especially doing well at anything that's not your day job, because Lord knows your day job takes all the energy out of you in the first place. And so props to that. And I'm really grateful to be surrounded by a lot of creatives who are definitely doing their best and doing really good at doing their best for sure. And I was talking to someone today uh, who had moved cities, and he was talking about how the talent pool for our craft, which will be unnamed for this video, since so it's a more applicable to broader situations. But yes, he had moved to a different city, and he said that he noticed that the talent pool for our craft in his new city was not that great. And I was like, well, that's great for you. You can be the king of the city for that. And he's like, that's not what I want. I want to be surrounded by people who push me to be better. I want to rub elbows with greatness. I want to be influenced by other people and their excellence. And you know what? Fair, right? And it's very interesting to think about like how some people respond to pressure, as it seems, right? Where it's like, oh, you're just surrounded by people who are so damn good at what they do. Um, and his response to pressure is like, oh, great, it makes me better. Some other people's response to pressure, myself included, will be like, ugh, yikes, I'm never gonna make it here. I'll never be good enough. And, I'm working on that. But that is my reality. I often find myself comparing myself to other people, and then I'm like, well, if they're doing it better than me, I'm never gonna catch up. I'm never gonna be as good, etc., etc. Versus being like, wow, I'm so inspired to have someone who's this great, or many someone's in this great in my space, right? And I think there's a balance. Like, I enjoy learning from other people, but I want at least a fighting chance to win. That's where the comparison gets me. It's not that I always want to win, it's that I want a fighting chance. And when I know I'm gonna be obliterated, like that's like me like trying to run against Usain Bolt, trying to play ball against anybody in the NBA. It's like I don't even have a chance to win here. It's not fair. It's not fair. And it is fair. It's 100% fair because they worked very hard to get where they're at. I didn't do the work. I just showed up. So it's actually quite fair, quite even relative to how much we've invested in the craft. I'm sorry, those are the positives, and there are negatives, and we still have time, so I'm gonna say the negatives. I really hate people who read into shit. And sometimes I can be the person who reads into shit. And I don't like that either. It's very exhausting to be around because then anything you do was thought of with them in mind. Anything you do is a passive aggressive attempt at communicating something that you refuse to say directly. Anything you do was a way to subtweet them, get at them, strategize around them. Like, you literally can't live your life. Because everything you do with your life, oh, well, you got water because I got water. Oh, well, you wore pink because I wore pink. Well, you didn't start saying this until I started saying this. You didn't start looking at this until I started. And then at that point, you just gotta, like, shut those people off. Like, mute them, block them. Because I'm like, if everything I do is about you, I'm just gonna make sure I never see anything you do. And I'm also just gonna make sure you never see anything I do so you don't have to be worried about me not worrying about you. It's very aggravating. And I'm finding this to be true with about 50% of people in the circles that I run in. And I'm getting more and more disappointed because some of them it's like obvious, like, oh, you think everything is about you. Cool, cool, cool. Like conspiracy theory about general interpersonal interactions. But then there's some people where I'm like, you too, brother? A too, brute? Actually, I'm really glad we're talking about this. I feel better talking about it already. Like, what do you think I'm doing with my life? What do you think I'm doing with my life where my life is now revolving around you and I just met you? I've been here for 3 decades. You just showed up 3 months ago. You really think I give a fuck about what you're doing? Y'all. 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 And it's like, let's take the argument to the extreme. Let's say I do give a fuck about what you're doing. Let's say every decision I make all day, every day is about you. Let's say I wake up scheming for ways to get at you. Doesn't that make me lame as fuck? Like, doesn't that mean you should not, like, the conclusion either way is always you should not be fucking with me or worried about me. If the conclusion is I'm not worried about you, you should not be worried about me. If the conclusion is my life revolves around you, that's weird. And you should also not be worried about me because clearly I'm not sane. If that's how I wake up. Like, also, it's just so crazy to me because I'm like, bro, again, I've been here for 3 decades. I've met thousands of people in my life. There are people I've been rocking with for years. And something about you who just showed up months ago is supposed to take precedence over all that? Take precedence over worrying about my bills? Take precedence over me worrying about my health? Take precedence about me worrying about my family? My friends? I'm supposed to wake up worried about you? So that's why I'm like, I don't even care to argue about whether you're right with your conspiracy theory about what I'm up to and how it has something to do with you. Because even if you are right, that makes me crazy. And you should not be worried about what crazy people are doing because clearly they're not thinking. But then on the opposite end, it's like, I'm not thinking about you. But you're convinced that I am. And what good does that serve you? Right? Like, I was watching this YouTube video of this woman who was like, yeah, when Beyonce did this music video, she got that for me. I'm like, Beyonce doesn't even know you exist. I'm sorry to break it to you. You're like, and you know what she said? She said, Beyonce be watching my YouTube videos in secret. How do you know that? I just know she has a burner account that she's watching me through. Because how come she decorated her set for this video the same way that my videos are decorated? Again, let's take the argument to 2 extremes. One, Beyonce's not giving a fuck about you, so why are you giving a fuck about her? Or the opposite extreme, Beyonce does have a burner account, and she is watching your every move, and she actually did copy your set design. Now what? Now what? Oh my god, nothing! Correct. So why are you worried about it? So, well, I need validation that Beyonce fucking with my shit. She's not. And if she is, clearly she's not gonna tell you because she's looking at you through her burner account. Yeah, anyway. And you know what's the problem is? I'm actually the immature one. I'm the loser here. Because the fact that this has me this riled up, the fact that I'm even pissed off about this. But, like, I feel like it makes sense that you'd be aggravated to have all of your behavior watched and interpreted on your behalf. But maybe that's just me. And maybe I should grow up. And part of growing up is not giving a fuck about what other people think about what you got going on, even if they're thinking about it all the time. Even if you're being monitored and observed, you should not give a fuck. Because that person's a weirdo. So, you know, this is a reflection moment for me to grow up and not care. But right now I do care. Because I'm just trying to enter a space and be myself. Now I can't be myself because I think everything I do is about you. It's so exhausting, y'all. But anyway, those are the pros and cons of today. The positives and the negatives. Come back another time. Hopefully, I'm all positives by then, and I find a way to just get this out of my system. Because what the fuck?